Who's your dream opponent ever?
You're gonna get me in trouble with this one.
SummerSlam 2024 is almost here, and while we're all eagerly awaiting to see which championships will trade hands, we had the chance to ask a few WWE superstars what their dream SummerSlam matches would be, from World Heavyweight Champion Damien Priest to the lovable R-Truth. But enough of that, let's get right to it.
This the part where we crank it up. Let's crank it up. Now here we go.
The tip of everybody's tongue right now is Bianca.
From Knoxville, Tennessee, Bianca Belair.
But right now we're killing things, like we're working together, we're gluing to one another. That's what everybody wants to see though.
Gotta be honest with you, I'm extremely impressed thus far by the strategy from Belair and Cargill. Keep it simple, don't try to get too complicated. Good God, man.
Kyrie Sane almost driven through the mat. Talk about a superhero-like tag team.
My dream opponent ever. Probably go one-on-one with the great one.
And with the ring of the bell, The Rock is ready and rearing to go.
The most electrifying man in sports entertainment, The Rock is nothing but a pure athletic specimen.
The Rock. Which one?
To the midsection, here we go.
What's up? This is no laughing matter for R-Truth. It's all business right now.
Obviously, I love my fam, so I never want to face off against them, but that would be my favorite, right? You know, this is my brother, so I would love to share the ring with him as much as I can.
Two men that know each other very, very well from their time in the Judgment Day. Damien Priest, Finn Balor, one-on-one action.
That's the understatement of the century, Cole.
But if it's just anybody else, I mean, I'm realistic. Like, let's go to the top. Like, what Roman?
Priest's unflinching nature is a little disturbing.
But he's facing one of the most dominant superstars in WWE history, Roman Reigns, the self-proclaimed head of the table.
I've never squared up with him.
He's taking a moment to feel the crowd, but he better focus on the opposition.
I would love to have that. Hopefully we'll get there one of these days.
Hoisted up and
Tombstone slam.
Priest making his opponent pay dearly.
I'm very curious to get in there and test myself against everyone, and someone who I haven't been in there with is Logan Paul.
And his opponent from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 205 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, Logan Paul.
I'll be very curious to see what he's all about. I'm into the hype.
You have to bring your A game when you're taking on Balor, because he is on a whole other level.
I respect what he's done so far, and I would like to test him in the ring.
We've seen Logan Paul take on the top names in WWE. Logan Paul is clearly fearless.
I got two dream opponents that I want to see. One short term, one that might be a little bit longer. Gunther.
Here comes the Austrian anomaly, Gunther.
I have nothing but respect and love for Gunther. I think he's a great ring general, so I'd love to see Gunther.
Perfect harmony of devastation and disfiguration. Gunther makes sure his opponents remember stepping into the ring with him for weeks after the bell rings.
And Roman Reigns, of course.
Reigns can't yield any attack coming his way.
Trick showing that edge, that ruthlessness.
Oh, kick to the face.
One day.
One day?
Yes, sir.
Might just have it. Try and end it.
Only two?
Amazing.
I think Eddie Guerrero, man, like he's one of those guys, like I truly believe if he was still around, he'd be helping coach the younger generation.
And without question, one of the most pivotal superstars in the history of our industry.
Now you're right, Byron, a true hero on both sides of the Monday Night Wars. From WCW Cruiserweight Innovator to WWE Champion and Hall of Famer.
I just think he has so much knowledge to give, and I love talking to guys that got to work with Eddie.
And he's going to need to be ready for anything because Eddie Guerrero can turn any situation to his advantage.
Finding out like, oh, what was he like? What did you learn from Eddie? And they'll all tell you something that's really good, really knowledgeable, and that's a guy that I'd love to get in the ring with for sure.
Hayes in full control. Hayes landed that perfectly.
Rhea Ripley. I feel like we have a full circle moment.
Rhea Ripley Ripley is here, and everyone else better run for cover.
The Eradicator ready to annihilate the entire women's division.
You're talking about finishing stories, like that would be the finish of mine, is being able to actually beat her and complete that story that was supposed to be in Backlash. So, yeah, I'd say Rhea.
Oh, we know what's coming up next. Ripley's got her hook. There's the riptide.
No doubt Ripley just ended this.
The cover.
It's over, all in a night's work.
Bret Hart, yeah, like early 90s Bret Hart.
Bret the Hitman Hart.
The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Arguably the greatest technical wrestler in WWE history.
He was the one who hooked me in wrestling and made it happen for me.
Pulling him in for the breaker.
Right to the lower back.
There's others. Kurt Angle and Shawn would be there too, but Bret Hart would be the number one.
Hart wasting no motion on the counter.
Answer after answer for each other's offense here.
Man, like fantasy, like it has to be Shawn Michaels, right?
Man. For Shawn Michaels, we know the experience level, Corey, but what kind of strategy does he need to deploy to have his hands raised at the end of the matchup?
The greatest weapon in HBK's arsenal is sweet chin music.
Like he's the man.
There is the bell, and Shawn Michaels is prepared for this one, but when you're talking about the Heartbreak Kid, you must discuss his brash, defiant streak.
Yeah, I'd Shawn Michaels. Or, you know, 1, 2, 3 Kid would be a big one for me too.
He got him before, but he missed it.
This could be it. This is the miracle. This could change everything at SummerSlam.
For even more from the world of wrestling, make sure to watch our top 10 WWE games of all time video, or 15 weird characters WWE Superstars won in WWE 2K24, like this.
I love Hakushi, and I loved his character, I loved his moveset, and I loved when he was in the games like back in the day, and I would bring him back into the games for sure as like a bonus character. Just that like cartwheel backflip over the top rope, I used to love doing that in one of the old games.
I'm a big fan of the Crow. So like Brandon Lee's Crow in the video game, that'd be wild, right? Him versus Sting.
Take your shot, fun boy. You got me, dead bang.
Storm, because I'm the real Storm.
She is more than ready to compete tonight.
I'm a big Indiana Jones fan, so I love any Indiana Jones video game. But I'd love to have playable characters in an Indiana Jones video game.
From New Jersey, weighing in at 200 pounds, Dr. Jones!
Like Short Round.
Wow, holy smoke! Class landing!
Short round.